My name is Carsten Paludan. I'm a program manager in the AX Retail Services team. In this video, I will explore how to add and manage users for the online services. I'll also explore how to manage the preferences for online services through the customer portal. The online services can be launched from within AX in various places, but I can also launch them directly in a browser. The easiest way to remember is to browse to www.dynamicsonline.com, where I will get a chance to log in. As a customer, I will click for customers and I will click sign in. I will sign in with my Windows Live ID. And I will get to the customer portal dashboard. In the dashboard, I see the 3 services that I'm currently using with my AX legal entity called USA East. I now want to add a new user to one of my services. To do that, I click User Management from the navigation pane, and I can see a list of the current users. I'm currently logged in as Kevin Cook, and I'm an administrator of this organization and the 3 services. The system user is the context where AX accesses the services. Let me add a new user. The Windows Live ID is the Windows Live ID that she will use to access the online services. And the contact email is the email where she will receive the invitation to access the online services. As the service administrator, I will now choose which services that Susan will have access to, and I have decided that she should work with the commerce service. So I will add the role of a user for the commerce service, and I will click Save. I now see Susan in the list of users, but I can see that, that her status is still pending. In order to send the invitation, I will select and click Send Invitation. The invitation is now sent, and Susan will receive the invitation in her contact email, susan@contoso.com. I've now switched to Susan's point of view, where I will find the invitation in the inbox. I will click on the link in the invitation, and I will sign in as Susan. And I have now access to the online services. I have now switched back to the view of Kevin, the administrator, and from the user management list I can see that Susan now have activated her account. In the user management area, I can also manage existing users. If I select Susan, I can, for example, edit Susan's properties. I can delete Susan, or I can resend the invitation. If I select the system user, I can also view the tokens that AX will use to access the services. Let me show how to add access to sites for Susan. I'll select Susan and click Edit. Currently, Susan only have access to commerce, but to provide access to sites, I will select the Sites Users role, add that to Susan and click Save. Now Susan will have access to both commerce and sites. In the remaining part of the video, I will focus on the organization defaults and the user profiles. The organization defaults are found in the navigation pane on the left. Under organization defaults, we will find the customer information, address, and the contact information. The customer account number is the customer account number from customer source. If the customer account number is not given, the account will be restricted for demo purpose only. In the region and language section, the default settings for new users are determined. Currently only English in US and Canada is supported. Under user personalization, I can determine if users can override the default settings. The users can edit their profile by clicking My Profile in the navigation pane on the left. On the profile page, the users can determine their language and the level of help that they see in the UI. This was a short video to show how to manage users and organization defaults for online services.